G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is going to be yet another attempt to make the laser rifle good, and I'm not counting legacy weapons because they're broken. This is a quad laser pistol with 50% more VATS crit damage, so quad lucky laser pistol it is. I'm going to be using it on my gunslinger build, which is specifically built for smashing out VATS criticals as fast as possible. This is actually quite good at it because, as you can tell, the rate of fire is 91, which is a lot higher than average. Usually you'd see about 75 on non-fire rate weapons, so this is punching above its weight in terms of its fire rate, which bumps the DPS significantly higher, although it's energy damage. The reason I'm not using this on winter though is because something like Tank Killer wouldn't actually improve this thing's performance at all, because the armor penetration benefits don't actually work for energy guns. They said they fixed this in the past, but they didn't. So let's go ahead and chuck on some damage perks here to boost this thing. I've got the critical capacitor on it, calibrated, sorry, it's for the best critical damage. So yeah, we're basically going to be using VATS throughout the entire video, seeing what we can do with it. I've also got the true barrel and the true grip on it. That's the wrong perk. To make the hipfire accuracy and the accuracy stat in general bump up, so I don't have to waste too many shots super early on in the VATS run shooting at nothing before concentrated fire gets a hold of the gun and actually makes the accuracy better. We'll chuck on Bloody Mess as well as the gorilla perks after I've found them. Got Critical Savvy, 1 rank of 4-leaf Clover, Serendipity because I'm going to be in Nerd Rage Special. This will give me a massive perception boost, massive agility boost. That'll help me out with VATS significantly. I want to keep smashing out VATS. It'll also boost my luck, which will help the criticals come in a little bit quicker as well. So Critical Savvy helps with that as well. 1 rank 4-leaf Clover does pretty good as well. And we're doing 75 damage, which is not terrible, but it's energy damage, so it's like half of that when we shoot something. Okay, so here we are in Ice Creamville. Wait, hang on, it's actually Screamville. Ah! Anyways, so here's my laser gun. I've also got the Elite Riot gear on. They keep giving us Riot, like this kind of thing for the Creation Club. I thought they'd give us a little bit more, but they're really keeping with the nostalgic New Vegas stuff, so there you go. Also at full Nerd Rage threshold now, so my special stats are like this: 32 luck, 37 agility, 31 perception. That's decent, and this thing is now doing 130 damage, like an AC 130. And yep, that'll do the job. We are getting sneak criticals now, so that's a thing to remember. But with the rate of fire when it comes to regular laser guns like this, you're going to be running through your ammo very quickly. Essentially, what you can do here is boost your DPS by a hail of bullets. And if you can manage to use Gun Fu and all of the VATS perks to just pump out as many criticals as possible, as you can tell, this laser gun is actually performing admirably. I've had a VATS approach to it, so it's kind of lazy for my noggin to actually figure out what to actually do, but as you can tell, this thing is slaying pretty good. We have to play a little bit cautiously because at the end of the day we are using an unsuppressed weapon, so we can't exactly cheese everything with stealth, but so far so good. I'm not seeing too many things wrong with this. Maybe that turret was detecting me. I thought there was something else around. We kind of don't want to use this thing without either sneaking or VATS because our damage is going to be much less good. It won't be as good, so spamming criticals as much as possible and VATS is what we're going to do. It's what pistols are good at. It's been this way since Fallout 4. You never actually want to run a laser gun without a pistol grip in Fallout 4, especially when you spec'd into Gunslinger, because you'd get better range out of the pistol variant than you would with a rifle. Go figure, right? But now we're doing 168 with whatever adrenaline we've got. Okay, this is where it might get a little bit difficult. I honestly expect to die here, so maybe I'll play a little bit more on the cautious side, but I don't want to jinx it, but so far so good. 111 in the magazine maximum. That's down from, I believe, 120 I had without the automatic barrel. So we're only losing 9 bullets, which normally is a huge pain because those 9 bullets would be so super useful for a automatic one, but since we've got a magazine size of, well, as you can tell, it's fucking massive, well, we don't have to worry about that. Also, if you've got plenty of fusion cells to run the thing, you can fire this thing without really having to worry about your accuracy all that much. So, suppressing fire around corners, not that it actually does anything mechanically, but you know, making sure as soon as they're around the corner, you've got bullets on the way there, or hit scan lasers on the way, I suppose, is, it's a good plan, I suppose. Now, the trick here is not to get involved in a fight. That's a drop that I got earlier. Not to get in a fight that is, you know, where you're too outgunned. Obviously, I'm not going to round the corner. I'm going to get, you know, shredded by 2 guys with automatic rifles, which is why I'm taking this corner kind of slow. I have to sort of hold my ground here because I don't have the versatility to jump into combat like I would usually do with a suppressed one, where they wouldn't be able to detect me. Okay, it's a pretty non-critical target to target a doggo who's standing there doing nothing. If I can get the decent VATS lock on, hold down the critical spacebar and punch through the walls, that's pretty good. Unfortunately, our luck ran out there. Yeah, for some reason my gunslinger feels squishy, like a lot squishier than she should be. I feel like I must be lagging a little bit because the damage just kind of doesn't seem to show up as, you know, instantly as it should. So that doesn't help, but yeah, look, when I'm not crit spamming, the damage is significantly less. And oof, the accuracy isn't even that great. I think it's just because I'm using a pistol. I can't really rely on this thing. Maybe I should just target the torso because I can target that from a lot further out. Might just switch to the torso. Oh, I already killed those guys. We're almost through this thing, but the precious few rounds that I do miss on the head, if I'm not getting them, are really punishing me. Despite having an enhanced rate of fire as compared to average. Oh, there's also rubber banding health bars, so that's helpful. Maybe the mechanics of the game, or rather the broken bits of the game, are holding this thing back, but it's doing alright regardless. I mean, I wouldn't immediately throw this in the script, but there are just better options out there. And then again, I die instantly. What the fuck is going on? Oh, you can die at least. We'll finish off this doggo. Make sure he's dead. So you get for fucking killing me, you bastard. I don't know. I feel like it should be doing a lot more than it is doing. It's got the damage, kind of. You know what? I'm just going to hold down the trigger until they die, because I obviously can't predict how many bullets it actually takes to kill a thing. There's just something weird about this weapon. It might just be lag. I've got a suspicion that there's some sort of weird health, I guess, non-calculation that's going on. Let me switch to the torso. See if that's better off for me. Come on, gun through. Switch targets, damn it. Fuck these tin cans getting in my way. I'm just hitting them so much before they drop. You can tell that if I get the criticals in, it's a really quick kill, but if I don't, okay. I think I have failed in finding a good laser gun. This thing still sucks. So I'm getting 54 damage, right? And if I peep the damage on this, if I can actually kill what I'm shooting at. Peep that damage for a second. 168. I'm seeing less than half of that. Why am I seeing less than half of the damage that I'm doing? Sometimes I'll hit the enemies for 98. I'm hitting them in the torso, so I wouldn't get that much of damage multiplier. If I hit them in the head, that's 108 at least, but I feel like I should be getting that damage, you know, not, well, at least just with the torso shots. What's going on here, game? See, when I hit them in VATS, that's 98, but without VATS, 54. The criticals hit for 98? Am I using more criticals than I could possibly actually use? If I just hold down the space bar, does it just immediately fill my criticals? I don't know. There's just something weird about this weapon. Anyways, we'll keep clearing them out. We might die again because this weapon is just not great. I've made the decision. Whilst it was performing admirably at first, it quickly got to just being terrible. The laser guns just don't have the punch. I guess it's because, I don't know, they've always felt shit since Fallout 4 because they've got no stopping power. You shoot at an object that you'd, you know, push a bullet, you'd push it over with a bullet, for example, but if you hit it with a laser gun, it doesn't move, and that trend, it just makes the laser guns feel like fucking flashlights, like a laser pointer. I'm not doing anything here. If I crit spammed like this with a quad fire rate 10mm pistol, I'd be shredding these guys. This is not acceptable. And I think it just goes back to what Angry Turtle and Machete found out. They just found out that the way they calculate damage in this game, in terms of how they, the energy damage, is just not right. Like, for the same amount of ballistic damage and energy damage, you'll always hit harder with ballistic, no matter the resistances. What a bad time to reload. Ugh. The energy damage sucking might be a symptom of how the damage thing worked, at least from Skyrim, because I'm pretty sure it's just shock damage, and shock damage was shit as well, so... I mean, that's a crackpot theory, but, they kept the ballistic damage from all the swords and shit. That's what that's from, and all of the energy damage, well, it's a lightning bolt, right? So, I'm making a connection here. It's up to the data miners to figure out whether I'm right or not. I feel like I'm sort of on the money. Alright, let us begin killing these guys. See if I'm sneaking and doing the criticals at the same time. That's good, but I've got no shush tubes for my laser gun, so it can't last for very long. Just die already. What the hell is this gun for? Like, do you want to switch targets immediately, or do you want to take 3 seconds? Pick one or the other, please. All I ask from you is consistency. Wake up, Queen. There we go. Crit spam FaceTime. Watch the health bar not move at all. Watch it not move at all. Just keep shooting, it'll die eventually. See? Alright, we'll move on. Ooh, a lever gun. Okay, we've pulled a 3-star legendary, which is pretty rare. That's nice, at least. And we'll start off here, gather a quick bit of adrenaline. Just die. Just die, would ya? Might as well get his attention. We'll have more mobs to kill as he, spawns them in, as he conjures them. Be nice if he got a little bit closer. Can't really use the reflex sights on this, because they bounce around all over the place. Like, how am I supposed to aim with that? Go crit spam. I mean, it's not a terrible amount of damage. I like how as soon as reload we've got the AP back though, and that's helpful. If I had $1 for every crit I made in this video, I reckon I'd be pretty rich. If anything, I've got a lot of criticals. I kind of need them though, that's the thing. Why did I miss so much? Why the hell, at my gun being full accuracy, did I miss so much? Is that why I just miss out on damage from time to time, because the gun just doesn't hit? That might be. That might be why I kept dying to those super mutants and it wasn't doing jack's fucking shit. That was an unnecessary reload. I'll get the concentrated fire to 95%, and then no use in sneaking, is there? Yeah, I'll get it all to 95%, and then I'll just miss a bunch of shots, which is probably why it felt like it was weaker, because the shots that were supposed to be hitting weren't hitting. I think with this performance against the Scorch Beast, this weapon is pretty much a write-off. So, thanks for showing up, Laser Gun. You're lucky that I'm full on script right now, and I'm gonna die here. There is no reason for me to die. If I'm engaging a Scorch Beast for that long and die to it, that is the weapon's problem, not mine. I am pushing this to the absolute maximum, and I still can't do it. I can't do it. It's literally impossible. I've made a Scorch Beast Queen out of a baby one, because my weapon sucks so hard. It sucks so hard that it blows like a vacuum cleaner. It blows big fucking chunks. Big chunks of shit fucking weapon. Get the hell out of here. We are done, and that's an unobtainable glue pile right there. Well, I might be able to get it with a jetpack, but I have to deal with all of these fucking turds first. Oh, this is a challenge. This video is going in overtime just to see how much this fucking laser gun is gonna screw me over. See, you knew I was gonna talk shit about it, so it fucking threw through the ash pile out of my reach. This is probably going to be a god drop, by the way, that I wouldn't be able to fucking get otherwise. No, it's just a Mutant Slayer Bone Hammer. I mean, it's 3-star, so that's 40 script, which I'm super happy about. But, yeah, this weapon, no good. I tried, and I failed. The lesson here is never try. And on that note, I'm about done for this video. Keep scripting your laser guns. Keep whining at Bethesda that they're shit, because they are. They need a buff. Bethesda, what are you doing? There's been shit for fucking months. Where you been sitting? You sitting there with your thumb up your ass, making Wastelander stuff? Fuck that. What about the game now? What about the people playing the game now? I don't understand the process here. Just fix the game, please. Please, anything. Anything. Just make this game fun.